situation. Just me. Too personal. I don't know, if you're not bipolar, you don't get it, but if you're bipolar, maybe you get it. I don't know, everybody's experience is different. Everybody's experience is different. But for me, mania is the shit, right? But I've never made worse decisions in my life than when I was manic. So you miss it. You miss that high, that feeling. But you know it's bad. It's like being a drug addict. Like, you're always gonna miss it and feel like, I want to feel that feeling again. But you hope you never do. You know? That's not what I expected to talk about in this part of the video. I apologize. It's very deep. Right off the bat, my throat is so dry. Boom. Sorry. My throat is so dry. I'm gonna have a sip of my energy drink. It is a C4 Starburst. Strawberry Starburst. Delicious. Delicious. You know what? While I'm here speaking about it, I might as well take my medication. And, excuse my throat. I encourage you guys to take your medication also. If you take your meds, and if you're thinking to yourself right now, you're like, do I even need this medication? Like, I feel like I'm fine. I feel like I'm better. I feel like maybe I was misdiagnosed. There's actually nothing wrong with me. Then definitely take your medication. Definitely take your medication. Okay, oops. Damn, sorry. So, yeah, I recently have been having those thoughts too, where it's like, maybe I am fine. You know, maybe I'm not actually bipolar. Bitch, yes you are. And I know that, logically I know that, but this is the trap that so many people fall into, where they have been well for so long that they start to think that, and then they're like, fuck these meds, fuck my psychiatrist, I'm better, I was never sick to begin with. Like, they're just trying to make me think I'm crazy. I'm done with this big pharma bullshit. I'm not taking my medicine anymore. And then, bam, they're in a manic episode or a depressive episode, and that's what happens. So, yeah, you know, if you're manic, even one time, you're bipolar. Or not, like, guaranteed, but, like, I think that's a thing that I've been told before, where it's like, you can be manic for other, like, you can have, like, other reasons that you become manic that aren't related to bipolar. I think, like, certain medications or, like, mental health things can cause you to have manic behavior, but from what I've been told, even if you've only been manic one time, you have bipolar disorder. So even if, like, you're 40 years old and you've only ever been manic one time in your 20s, you're still bipolar, even if you haven't had a manic episode since. You know what I mean? I don't know. Don't talk to me. I'm not my doctor. Talk to my doctor about that. Actually, I get to talk to my doctor in about 45 minutes. We have a video chat. I haven't talked to him in like 2 months, so I'm excited to talk to him. Alright, the bubbles in my throat decided to make one humongous bubble. If you're still here at this point in the video, leave me a sunshine emoji in the comments down not used to him having responsibilities like that, where he has to get up and go to work every day. I'm just not used to it. And here's the part where I'm concerned that I'm going to sound like an entitled, privileged, spoiled brat. Because I am. Like, I am 100%. I can admit when I'm being a spoiled brat. I'm the baby of the family, for fuck's sake. I can admit that. But he has been home with me. We've both essentially, for the last 5 years, been stay-at-home parents. Because he's been a 1099 employee everywhere he goes, or he's owned his own business, or made his own money, or whatever. Like, he's never been like a salary employee where you go into work every single day, ever. So it's just very different, and I'm not used to it, and I'm a little nervous. We're only on the first week, but like, on Monday he had to go into work even though it was President's Day, even though it was our daughter's birthday, and he even threw up that morning before he had to go to work. And I was like, so you mean to tell me it's a holiday, you threw up, and it's your daughter's birthday, and you still have to go into work? And he was like, yeah. Like, duh, bitch, that's how it works. And I know that's how it works. I'm not stupid. I know that that's how life is. And I'm not complaining. It was just like a shock to me, because I'm just used to him being like, let's say I randomly on a Tuesday, I'm like, I want to go out of town for 3 days. You gotta watch Rose, right? That's normally okay. He might throw a fuss, or like, it might be inconvenient for him, but like, I've been able to do that. And now I'm not gonna be able to do that, and I'm gonna have to plan like my doctor's appointments and stuff for when he's home and able to watch Rose, or like, it's just different, and it's intimidating and a little scary, and I'm really excited for him, and I think he really needs this, and that it'll be really good for him, and it'll teach him a lot, and it'll just make him even better at what he is already insanely good at. So, if you don't know, he's in the roofing industry. So, he was a salesman he is still a salesman for roofs. He works with insurance and gets people new roofs after like storm damage or whatever. That's his job. But now he is in charge of all the other people who work at this company, and it's his job to make sure that their jobs are going well, and he's still going to be like selling roofs of his own, so he'll still get that income as well, but it's mostly going to be his job to watch out for everybody else's jobs and every other employee, and make sure that they're selling, make sure that their jobs are going well, make sure that, you know, instead of just being in charge of his jobs that he has, it's gonna be everybody's, and it's just a lot of work. And I admire him, because I'm not brave like that. Like, I'd like to say I'm able to do anything, and I'm capable of doing anything, and I am. Like, given the right circumstances, I will do anything that I have to do. But I'm just anxious, and, you know, trying new things, like specifically new jobs, is really hard for me. Really hard for me to do. So I admire him, and I think he's really brave for that. But we're also gonna have to get into a new routine if you use my link, you get $5 when you start using the app, and I get $5 when you start using the app. So it's a win-win, great way to support the channel and support your own family. So I get really good Ibotta deals for that side dish Knorr company. So I just took one of those. It was like a cheddar noodles, and I mixed it with like a huge bag of frozen broccoli and 1 pound of Italian sausage, and then I added extra cheese. And I mixed it all together, and I cooked it, and CJ, it made enough for 2 of these to-go containers. 2 of these. And he had one yesterday, and then the other today. And he said that it was delicious, and he was like, you know what would be really good? If instead of noodles, you made that exact same thing, but with eggs. I would eat that every morning. And I was sad that it made 2 servings because last night, I don't know what happened, I hit a wall. I couldn't pinpoint what hurt exactly. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I have a headache, I have a stomach ache, my joints hurt. It was nothing like that. All of a sudden, I just felt like I hit a wall. Like, I got hit by a truck, and I was recovering from it. My whole body hurt. I was so exhausted, and I laid down on the couch, and I just couldn't get up, and I just felt horrible, and I ended up laying there asleep, dripping in sweat, sleeping until 7 o'clock this morning when CJ woke me up. So this morning I was just out of commission. I don't even know what I made my daughter for lunch, because number 1, we have no food in the house right now. I need to go grocery shopping so badly. And number 2, I was just so out of it. I'm feeling better now, but I don't know what was wrong with me. I was like concerned that if I stood up I would pass out. I was so dizzy. But yeah, I'm feeling better now. But so he had something to eat this morning, which is good. And the reason why I have the empty container is because I dropped off Rosie at school, and then I had to get cash to do a Facebook Marketplace deal that I'll tell you about in a sec. And I didn't have the PIN number to the card to get money out of the ATM, so I was like, shit. So I tried a bunch of pins, it wasn't working, and he was like, just come pick up the money from me. And I was like, okay. So I went to his work, and I grabbed money from him, and then he gave me the empty container. So then I went to a grocery store parking lot, and I grabbed something for my daughter's birthday. That's gonna be a surprise, and she's not gonna know. I don't even know if I'm gonna tell CJ, but I'm so excited. I bought a ball pit for my daughter's birthday party. It's not gonna be like huge or the most fun thing ever, but I hope she's gonna like it. I hope she'll be surprised, because it's a Candyland themed birthday party, and I was like, these look like gumballs, so I was thinking of like making a sign for it that says Gumball Canyon, and like putting it right there so that they can go, all the little kids can go in the ball pit. And I got this and the ball pit. I haven't even set it up, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's totally full of tons of issues, either never getting my item, it getting lost, and that never used to happen with Amazon before, but now it's been happening all the time. So, I don't know. I don't know why that is. But, yeah, that's the plan for now. And then clubs to join, or, you know, it's hard to find stuff like that. I feel like I see all the time, like, dance classes and stuff for adults, older people who used to dance, or even beginners. I feel like there are tons of dance classes that you can take, but, like, what about singing? Like, there's not just, like, a come sing group that you can join. I don't know, just thoughts on my brain, And I'm a good singer, but I'm not, like, write home to your mom about and tell her what a good singer I am. So I just don't feel like I'm worthy of singing in front of people, and I feel like I screw up too much and I make too many mistakes. And still here at this point in the video, I would love some encouragement on that. Just tell me, like, girl, try it, girl, do it, you know, something. Because I'm nervous. I'm nervous about trying something like that. But I think it would be good for me. Trying new things is always good, but I don't know, it's scary. Lots of scary stuff is going on right now. Lots of scary stuff. Scary changes, big scary changes, but change is good, right? Change is a good thing. Change makes room for growth, makes room for more happiness. So although it's scary, it'll be worth it, and it'll be fun, and I'm excited to keep y'all updated on that. But anyway, my appointment with my psychiatrist is coming up soon, so I better get going. But I love you very much. Thank